Okay, so lists and dictionaries in Python are inbuilt data structures, okay, that are used to store data, okay, in Python. Lists are lists are linear in nature, whereas dictionaries store the data in key value pair, okay, that we covered in last session. So we will cover lists and dictionaries both, okay, in more detail today. So list is an ordered collection of elements enclosed in square brackets. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so list is an ordered collection of elements enclosed within square brackets. A list is mutable. So mutable means what? That means it can be changed. The values inside a list can be modified. Okay, so let's go ahead and work with a list. So let's create a list. Okay, so variable name x and store a few elements in this list. Okay, list elements are always enclosed in square brackets. So square brackets, and within square brackets we are storing one numeric value 10, 2.25 and one string Python and one boolean value true, and let's add a complex number, okay, 5 plus 2j. Okay, so it's a complex number. So we have created a list. Run this cell. Okay, you can click this button. Okay, you can click this button or press Control Enter or Control Shift. Okay, to run this cell. So I'm pressing Control Enter. Okay, cell executed. Add one more cell. So let's print X. So X is a list and it has these elements 10, 2.25, Python, true, and 5 plus 2j. Add one more cell. Okay, now if you want to check the type of X, okay, to check type of X, use type function, run the cell, and its type is list. Okay, so we have successfully created our first list. Okay, now we will discuss how to extract individual elements, okay, from a list. Okay, so let's see how we can extract, okay, elements, okay, the desired elements from a list. So indexing starts from 0. If you want to extract the first element from the list, the index needs to be 0. If you want to extract the second element, the index needs to be 1. Okay, so if you want to extract first element x of 0, it would give you this element, first element, which is 10. Execute this cell and it is 10. Okay, the first element from this list. And to extract second element, pass index 1, execute this cell, and 2.25 is the second element, second value, okay, in this collection. Now if you want to extract a sequence of elements, okay, so here we extracted individual elements, okay, first element and second element. So if you have a requirement to extract a sequence of elements, here suppose I want to extract, okay, three elements, suppose 2.25, Python and true. Okay, so here you can write starting from 1, the position, actually the upper bound is exclusive. Okay, so upper bound is not included. So here we can pass 4. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we should pass 4 here. Now execute this cell and see. Now we have 2.25 Python and true. Okay, 3 elements extracted from this list. Okay, for second element, third element, and fourth element. Okay, so you can use to extract a sequence of elements. Okay, you can use this. Okay, lower bound, colon, upper bound, and upper bound uh, is is not included. Okay, it is exclusive. So we have successfully extracted, okay, these 3 elements. Now to extract the last element, okay, we discussed this in last session also. Okay, so you can use negative indexing. Okay, so 0 is the index of the first element, 1 is the index of the second element, and for last element what you can do, you can count the number of elements minus 1, okay, would give you the index of the last element, or if you want to keep the thing simple, okay, you can use minus 1. So minus 1 is the index of the last element. Okay, press execute this cell and it would give you this last element. This is this complex number 5 plus 2j, right? If you have requirement, okay, to count elements, okay, in a list, so here you can write x dot count. Okay, and suppose, okay, let's create a new list. Actually the count is used to count occurrences of elements, right? So suppose first element is orange, second element is apple, third element is pear, and next element is banana, next element is kiwi. So we have not repeated any element, so let's repeat apple and repeat one more element, banana. Okay, execute this cell to create this new list. Okay, to verify this new list, run second cell. So now currently the list is this: orange, apple, pear, banana, kiwi, apple, and banana. Now if you want to count occurrences of an element, like suppose here we want to count the occurrences of apple, okay, you can use apple. So x, the name of the list, use dot operator and call count method and pass the element whose occurrences you want to count. Okay, so here we want to count occurrences of apple. Execute this cell. Okay, so it is saying that there are 2 occurrences of apple. Okay, if you want to check occurrences of banana, okay, it says there are 2 occurrences of banana, and if you want to check occurrences of kiwi, okay, only 1 occurrence of kiwi. Okay, so you can use this count method, okay, to count the number of times a value is appearing in the list. Okay, suppose you have requirement to count how many times a particular element or a value is appearing in the list. Okay, if you have this requirement, okay, you can use count method and pass the element whose occurrences you want to check. Suppose you want to check index of an element. So here suppose you want to check index of uh, apple. So x dot index apple. So this index of apple, okay, it would give you the index of the first occurrence of this element, okay, if it is present in the list. So in this case, if you see, apple is the second element, the first occurrence is the second element in this list, and the index of this second element is 1, so it should return 1. Execute this cell. Now see, it is returning 1. So this 1 is the index of apple in this list. Okay. Now suppose you want to check the occurrence of apple, okay, after a certain position, okay, after a certain starting position. So suppose I want to check occurrence of apple, okay, starting from this position, right? So here now I'm not talking about index, I'm talking about position. So its position is 2. So we can say here apple comma 2. Okay. So here if you execute this cell, now it is returning 5. So 5 is the index of this occurrence of apple, right? If you don't pass the second parameter, the position, the starting position, then it returns the index of the first occurrence of the supplied value, okay. Or if you are passing a certain starting position, then it returns, okay, occurrence index of the occurrence of that particular value after that specified position. So now after this 2 starting position, okay, the index of this element is 5. Okay. Now we will discuss how to modify a list. Okay, we will see how, suppose we have a list and we have a requirement to change elements from the list, okay, to modify a list. So as I have already told you, list is mutable. Mutable means can be modified, okay, can be changed after a list has been created. So that means we can go ahead and change the values, okay, which are present inside a list. So now our task would be to replace the value which is present at the 0th index. So at 0th index it is orange. Okay, so if you want to change this orange here, so we can say here we can use x of 0, okay, the index of the element you want to modify, okay, and currently it is orange. So now we want to change this to, suppose what, mango, okay. Run this cell. Now add one more cell and check the current list. So now the current list, in current list, now the first element is mango. Initially there was orange in the first position, okay, but now after this update, after this modification, we use this statement to modify it, okay. X within square bracket, the index of the element, the value you want to modify, okay, equal to the value that you want to assign to it, okay, that you want it to set to. So here the first element is mango now, right? Now suppose you want to add an element at the end of the list, okay, we can use append method here. So suppose in this list we want to add one more element at the end of the list. So currently the last element is banana, last element is banana, right? So here you can use I'll type in x dot append. So append is a method and pass the value that you want to add, okay. Here suppose we want to add ABCD, okay, and press enter, hit enter to run this cell. Now run next cell and see. So now last element is ABCD, okay. So we have added one more element to this collection, to this list, okay. So to add a new element at the end of the list, okay, we can use append method. Okay, so currently last element is ABCD. If you want to add more element at the end of the list, okay, you can call it one more time, run this cell, run next cell. Okay, now the last element is code camp. Okay, so this is how you can add new elements at the end of an existing list. If you want to pop out the last element, suppose you have requirement to pop out the last element, okay, from an existing list, okay, in that case we can use the pop method. Okay, so here in this case the last element is code camp. Now you want to pop out this element, so what you can do is, let's add one more cell here, x dot, you can invoke pop method, x dot pop. Okay, run this cell and see, this is the popped out element. If you execute this, okay, it returns the popped out element. So popped out element is code camp. If we execute this cell again, now see, code camp is no longer there. Okay, code camp is not there. Okay, code camp has been popped out, right? So if you have requirement to pop out last element, okay, from a list, okay, you can use pop method. So here we have popped out code camp from this list. Next, suppose you have a list and you want to reverse elements of that list. Okay, so now we will see how to reverse. Yes. Your voice is low, Jyoti. Hardly audible. Yeah. Yeah, better. Yeah. So we have one more method, insert. Okay, you can use insert method. You can pass the element that you want to add, and you can specify index also where you want to add it. Right. And if you insert a new element, okay, in the beginning of a list, okay, then the for the rest of the elements the index is incremented by 1. I'll show you. Okay, so that is possible. Okay, you can invoke insert method. Okay, so we were discussing reversing a list. So here this is the list. Okay, currently we have this list. If you want to reverse this list, so x dot, okay, you can call reverse method, execute this cell, now execute next cell, and see, now elements are reversed. Okay, earlier the ABCD was the last element. Okay, now the ABCD is the first element. So this is reversed collection, right? So simply call reverse method on your list name, okay, to reverse the elements of the collection, right? So it is very simple. Okay, if you want to check it, okay, here let's remove it, and so first element is 1, A, 2, B, 3, C, and 4, D. Okay, run this cell. Now we have new list. Run this cell. So currently list is 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. Okay, if you invoke a reverse on X, okay, it will reverse the list, and if you run this, now see, it is D4C3. This is reverse list. right? So reversing a collection is very simple. Okay, simply call a reverse method. Now we will see how to uh, you wanted me to show you how to insert an element at the specified index. So insert method takes in two parameters. Okay, the first parameter is the index that we want to insert the element, and the second parameter is the element itself that we want to add, okay, to a list, okay, at the specified index. So here suppose this is the list, so let's run this again. Now this is the list. Let's remove this and remove this. Okay, here if you want to add element in the beginning of this list, okay, you can use x dot insert, and the first parameter is the index where you want to insert a new element. So if you want to insert new element or add new element in the beginning of the list, okay, pass 0. So 0 is the index where I want to add a new element, and second parameter is the value that you want to add. So suppose we want to add a string code camp. Okay, run this, and now if you execute this, now see code camp is in the beginning of this list, right? And for rest of the elements, the index is incremented by 1. So initially the index of this element 1 was 0, now it is 1. Index of A was 1, now it is 2. Okay, it is now third element, right? So you can use insert method to add a new element at a specified index. Okay, so here code camp has been inserted at index 0, the position 1. Okay, for the rest of the elements, the index has been incremented by 1. So I hope I have answered your question, okay, to your satisfaction. Okay, now we will see how to sort a list. Suppose you have a list, okay, that you want to sort. Okay, so here let's, so we removed that actually. Let's create list again. Mango and banana. Next element is cherry. Next element apple and guava. Execute this cell. Now list is this. Okay, currently list is this. It has mango, banana, cherry, apple, guava. Okay, and if you want to sort this, okay, sort elements of this list, on the name of the list, use dot operator and call sort method. That's it. Execute this cell and then print out this list. Now see, apple, banana, cherry, guava, mango. Okay, initially the list was mango, banana, cherry, apple, guava, and now it is sorted list. Okay, so as we see that all of these elements have been sorted in alphabetical order, right? So simply call sort method. Okay, actually list and dictionaries are data structures. So for most of the operations, common operations, methods are predefined. Okay, you can simply call them. Now concatenating list, suppose you have requirement to concatenate two strings, two collections actually, two lists. So here let's create x1, and x1 is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, first list, create one more list, x2 equals to, suppose it has string elements a and b and C. Okay, 3 elements. Run this cell. So if you run this cell, okay, it will create 2 lists. Okay, and let's print out x1. X1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 elements, and x2 is, let's print out x2 also. X2 is ABC. Okay, now we have 2 lists. Now if you want to concatenate 2 lists, okay, if you want to add elements of 2 lists, okay, into one list, you can use x1 plus operator x2. That's it. Okay, so x list 1 plus list 2, run this cell and see result is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements of first list, ABC elements of second list. Okay, and if you write x2 plus x1, now see elements of x2 will be added first, ABC, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it's a list. If you see, these elements are enclosed in square brackets. Okay, so this is how you can concatenate 2 lists. Okay, simply use plus operator, okay, to concatenating elements of 2 lists. Now, and if suppose you have three lists, okay, suppose you have one more list, x3, okay, 10, 20, 30. Okay, run this cell. Now we have one more list. Okay, and print x3 also. x3 is 10, 20, 30. x1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC, and if you want to concatenate x1, x2, and x3. So here we are going to concatenate, okay, 3 lists, x1, x2, x3. Execute this and see the elements of the first list, elements of second list ABC, and elements of third list 10, 20, 30, and this result is a list because elements are enclosed in square brackets. Okay, now suppose you have a requirement to repeat elements of a collection. Okay, so now we will see how we can repeat the elements of a list. So suppose we have x1 here. Okay, x1 is this, right? Now if you want to repeat elements of x1, what you can do is you can write x1. If you want to repeat elements of x1, okay, 2 times. So you can write star operator, okay, multiply, and the number of times you want to repeat the elements of this list. So we want to repeat elements of this list 2 times into 2. So x1 into 2. Run this and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So elements of x1 repeated 2 times. If you want to repeat elements 5 times, x1 into 5, run this and see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, elements of x1 repeated 5 times, right? So now we have this list repeated 5 times. So this is how we can work with basic operations of a list. Okay, next we will discuss, okay, dictionary. Okay, we will move on to the next data structure, okay, in Python, which is dictionary. So the dictionary is quite different, okay, when we compare it with the list, because it is an unordered collection of a key value pairs. So list is an ordered collection, but dictionary is an unordered collection, right? And this key value pair collection is enclosed within a pair of curly braces. So for creating dictionary, we always enclose elements and curly braces. And also dictionary is mutable. Okay, so like list, okay, dictionary is mutable. It means if you create some elements inside this dictionary, okay, you can go ahead and modify it, okay, change elements of dictionary. So it is mutable. So let's create a new dictionary. So let's delete all these cells first. Okay, and now create a dictionary. So let's create a key value pair. Okay, is for students. Students equals to curly braces, and within curly braces, first is the key. So suppose key is ABCD1 and value is 21. So we have created first key value pair, create second key value pair ABCD2 colon its value is suppose 26, and third key is ABCD3 and its value is suppose 23. Okay, so we have created this dictionary with three key value pairs. Execute this cell. Now print out students. Now see, so students has three key value pairs ABCD1 21, ABCD2 26, ABCD3 23. Now if you want to check the type of students, use type function and pass students. Run this cell and it is dictionary dict, right? Now we will see how to add a new element to the dictionary. Okay, so currently this list has three elements ABCD1, ABCD2, ABCD3. Okay, three elements. Now to add a new element to this dictionary, add a new cell, students, and within quotes ABCD4 the key, okay, that you want to add, that you want to create, and value. Okay, so students within square brackets ABCD4 is not already existing, so new key value pair, okay, will be created, okay, will be added to this dictionary. Run this cell, and if you now print out this students, now see, now here in this dictionary we have four elements. Okay, ABCD4 28 is the last element now. Okay, now we will see how to change an existing element. Suppose you want to change the second element. Second element's value is 26. Okay, this is the current status of this dictionary. So ABCD2 its value is 26. Suppose you want to change it to 35. Okay, so here students ABCD3 and this key is already existing. Suppose we want to update ABCD2. So students ABCD2 key is already there in the dictionary. So this key value pair, this pair, okay, this element, okay, will get updated. So let's update it to 35. Execute this cell. Now print this dictionary and see, now the value of ABCD2 is 35. So this is how uh, you can update value of an existing key value pair, existing element. To get a value of a key, okay, suppose you have a key and you want to get value of that key, okay, here you can write, suppose we want to get value of ABCD2, okay, so here write students ABCD2. Execute this cell, it will give you the value of this key in this collection, in this dictionary. So students ABCD2 key, its value is 35. Okay, and the value of ABCD4 is 28. So value of ABCD4 is 28. right? So this is how you can get value of a key. If suppose you are using this statement to get a value of a key, and if suppose that key is not present in the dictionary, if that key does not exist, okay, then it gives key error. If key is not present, okay, key whose value you want to you are trying to get, okay, if that key is not available in the dictionary, okay, then you will get key error. So in this dictionary, okay, we have ABCD1, ABCD2, ABCD3, ABCD4. Okay, we don't have ABCD15. So if you try to get value of ABCD15, which is not present in the dictionary, okay, run this. Okay, it will give key error. So this is key error, right? Okay, we can use get method also, okay, to get a value of a key. Okay, so instead of using this this approach, okay, you can use get method. So here you can call get on students dot get and pass the element, the key actually whose value you want to obtain. Okay, so we want to obtain the value of ABCD2, right? So value of ABCD2 is 35. The ABCD2 value is 35. And if you pass a key which is not available in the dictionary, okay, if you use this approach, it gives key error. But if you use get method, okay, to get a value of a key, and if that key is not present in the dictionary, okay, then it returns none. It doesn't give key error, it returns none. And the data type of none is what? None type. Okay, you can check in your logic. If the return value is none, okay, then do this, else do this. So if you want to check the response, the result, okay, suppose result equals to, okay, we are obtaining the return value in result, execute this cell, and here print result. See, result is showing nothing. Okay, it means its value is none, and you can check its type also. So the data type of none is none type. So if you check the type of result, it is none type, right? So always prefer to use get method, okay, to get value from a dictionary instead of using that approach, okay, using square brackets. Okay, in case of if you use square brackets and if the key is not available, okay, then the statement would give you the key error. But if you call get method and pass a key, in case the key is not available in the dictionary, okay, then it will return none. Okay, so you can write a if statement to check if the the value is none, value of result is none, then do nothing. Okay, if not none, then you can, okay, write your logic, okay, to process that value in the program. Okay, now uh, suppose you want to extract only the keys. Okay, so then we have the keys method, okay, in Python, okay, that you can use on your collection, your dictionary actually. So here if you execute this cell, so currently we have ABCD1, ABCD2, ABCD3, ABCD4. Okay, we have 4 keys, right? We have 4 keys, ABCD3 and ABCD4. So here students dot, okay, we have keys method, so you can use keys. Okay, so we will use the name of the dictionary here, and then we will use the dot operator. This is the dot operator, and we will follow it up with the keys method. If you run this, it will give you all the keys, okay, from this dictionary. So it is giving ABCD1, ABCD2, ABCD3, and ABCD4. Okay, so if you want to extract only the keys, okay, then you can use keys method. Similarly, if you want to extract only the values, okay, you can use values method. Okay, so here students dot values method. Okay, so the dictionary name dot operator dot values, run this cell, and now it is giving all the values. Okay, 21, 35, 23, and 28, right? And to list all the keys, okay, you can use list also. So let's add one more cell, and you can use list and pass the name of the dictionary. Students, execute this cell, and it is giving ABCD1, ABCD2, ABCD3, ABCD4, all the keys. Okay, so if you want to list all the keys of a dictionary, okay, you can use list also. It gives actually the list of keys because all these elements are enclosed in square brackets, right? Add one more cell if you want to. Suppose you have elements. Suppose you have a dictionary, and you want to extract keys in sorted order. So let's add one more key pair here. Add one more key, ABCD 9, and its value is 55, and add one more key, ABCD 4, and its value is suppose 38. Execute this cell and print this list out. So now list is ABCD1 21, ABCD2 26, ABCD3 23, ABCD9 55, and ABCD4 38. Okay, now if you want to sort keys, if you want to extract keys in sorted order, okay, so you can use here. So if you run this, okay, if you use list, it will give you keys in the same order. See, ABCD1, ABCD2, ABCD3, ABCD9, ABCD4. Okay, to extract keys in sorted order, okay, you can use sorted and pass the dictionary name. Students, now see, ABCD 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4 is the last key value pair here, and ABCD 9. ABCD 9 is the second last element here. Now this is the sorted list of keys. Okay, so simply use sorted and pass the dictionary. It will give you all the keys, okay, in sorted order. To extract all the items, okay, from a dictionary, all the items means key value pair. Okay, you can use, add one more cell, students dot items. Use items method, invoke items method, okay, on the dictionary. Run this cell and see, it returns what? It returns the items actually, okay, items of dictionary. So if you see here ABCD1, comma 21, first key value pair, ABCD2 26, ABCD3 23. Okay, so every element is what? A tuple. Every element is a tuple, and this is list of tuples. See, because it is enclosed in square brackets, so it's a list of tuples. Now to update, suppose you have one dictionary, okay, whose elements you want to update, okay, with the elements of another dictionary. Okay, suppose you have two dictionaries and you want to update elements of one dictionary with the elements of another dictionary. In that case, we can use update method. Okay, so here suppose we have students. Let's create one more dictionary, students 2. So we are creating one more dictionary. Okay, and let's add few elements to it. ABCD 11, ABCD 11, 45, ABCD 12, 46, and ABCD 13, 47, ABCD 14, 48. So we have now two dictionaries. Okay, students and students too, right? ABCD 11, ABCD 12, 46, ABCD 13, 47. These elements are not present in first list, first dictionary. Let's add one more element here. Okay, key. Make that key. Okay, use the same key which is already available in the first dictionary. So ABCD2 is already available in first dictionary. So we are using ABCD2, which is already available, already present in first dictionary, and its value is 26. Okay, value is 26. Here let's change it to uh, 55. Okay, so first three elements, first three key value pairs, ABCD 11, 12, 13 and 14, four elements, four key value pairs. Okay, these are not present in the first dictionary, but this last key value pair ABCD2, okay, this key is present in first dictionary also, ABCD2. Okay, now we will see what happens. Okay, execute this cell. Where is the problem? Expected after dictionary key, mm, line number 2. Okay, sorry. ABCD 13. Okay, we should use colon here. Use colon. Okay, so we have created the students and the students too. Okay, check students, print students out. Okay, student says ABCD 1 21, ABCD 2 26, ABCD 3 23, ABCD 9 55, ABCD 4 38. Okay, now print students 2. Students 2 is ABCD 11 45, ABCD 12 46, ABCD 13 47, ABCD 14 48, and ABCD 2, which is already present in the first list, the same key, but value is different. It is initially it is 26 in first dictionary, in second dictionary it is 55. Okay, now we will see how it behaves actually. Okay, so now here let's use students because we want to update students, the first dictionary. Okay, students dot update, call update method and pass students to. So students, the first dictionary, dot operator, update method, and we are passing in the second dictionary, right? It means this statement will update students, the first dictionary, with students too. Run this and now print students. Now see, ABCD1 which is already there, ABCD2, ABCD, okay, ABCD2. Initially the value of ABCD2 is 26, but now it is 55. It means this 55, this 26 has been updated, okay, with this value, right? Because key was already present in the first dictionary. And ABCD 11, 12, 13, 14, okay, these elements were not there initially in this dictionary. ABCD 11, 12, 13, 14, okay, these key value pairs have been added, okay, to students. So you can use update method to update one dictionary, elements from one dictionary, okay, with the elements of another dictionary. Okay, it is very easy. Okay, simply call this update method and pass in the dictionary, okay, which you want update method to use the update the elements of the dictionary on which actually you are calling the update method. So after this we will see how to pop out a specific key value pair. Okay, suppose let's remove this and okay. So suppose you want to pop out an element from this list. Okay, students, let's remove this. This second list is not required now. Second dictionary is not required. We have only one dictionary. Delete this cell and check the status of the printout. Okay, students. So this is the dictionary ABCD1, ABCD2, ABCD3, ABCD9 and 4. Okay. Now if you want to pop out an element, okay, from this dictionary, use dot pop method and pass the element, okay, you want to pop out. So we want to pop out, suppose we want to pop out ABCD2, right? So here pass ABCD2. Execute this and see it is giving the value of the popped out element. The uh, the the value of this element is 26, right? The value of this key value pair is 26. So this is the value of the popped out element. Okay, so ABCD has been popped out. You can check the status of students. Now see ABCD2 is not there. ABCD1 is there, ABCD3 is there, ABCD9 is there, 4 is there, but ABCD2 is not there. Okay, because the ABCD2 has been popped out. Okay, you can use delete also, okay, to delete an element. So let's create this list again and print out this dictionary. Okay, so this is the current status of the dictionary. And if you want to delete an element, okay, from this list, this dictionary, so use del and students, we want to remove ABCD2. We want to remove ABCD2, right? We want to delete ABCD2. So del students ABCD2 and now print this dictionary out and see now ABCD2 is not there. Okay, so you can use pop. Pop actually returns the element, the popped out element, and del simply remove the element, right? Now to check if a key is present in the dictionary, suppose you are writing a logic and you have a requirement to check if a key is present in the dictionary. Okay, in that case you can use here, let's delete this. Okay, so you want to check whether ABCD2 is in the dictionary. Let's create this collection again, this dictionary again, and this is the current status of this dictionary. Okay, now you want to check whether ABCD2 is present in the dictionary, so you can write ABCD2 and students, the dictionary name, right? And see, true. It means ABCD2 is present in students. And if you want to check the presence of 25, ABCD 25, which is not present in this dictionary, okay, execute this cell, it is returning false. It means ABCD 25 is not present in the dictionary. Okay, you can also use not in. Okay, so currently for ABCD 25, because it is not present, it is returning, it is giving false. But if you use not in, not in. Okay, so we are checking if ABCD 25 is not in students. Yes, it is true. ABCD 25 is not in students. Okay, so it is returning, giving true, right? And for 2, ABCD2, if you want to check presence of ABCD2, ABCD2 not in students, so it would give false because it is present in the dictionary, right? Okay, so it will give false. Okay, so that's all for today. We will continue this topic in next session. Okay, it will take another 15 minutes to complete, and then we will move on to the next topic. Okay, set in next session. Okay, so you can ask if you have any questions. Yes. Okay. So in this session, we have seen how to work with data structures, list, and dictionary, and also how to perform different operations on list and dictionary to modify collections, and also how we have seen how to use actually what the few methods actually. Okay, sorted, okay, list, okay, and that update, okay, to perform operations on dictionary. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you everyone for joining. Jyoti, are you saying something? Yeah. And next session, which will be on Monday, okay, we'll be covering the untouched topics of this dictionary. Like, okay, I want to cover looping techniques also. Okay, how to loop through, okay, dictionary elements and list elements. Okay, what is the right approach? Okay, to loop through, and then we will discuss set method actually. So set is also there. Set is also data structure, so that we will cover set, and then we will move on to the programming elements like conditional statements, looping statements, and then we will cover object-oriented features in Python. Okay, and after completing Python fundamental topics, basic topics, okay, we will start implementing machine learning algorithms. Right? Yes. Any questions? Thank you.